Well, the Citizenship Amendment Act has already been passed by the Parliament, but we are seeing a lot of rumours, a lot of fear psychosis being created around, and therefore the protests around it. But the government has come out and clarified a lot of doubts that were there in the minds of citizens. And today I am at Delhi's Connaught Place at Rajiv Chowk, where there is a rally which has been organised in favour of the CAA. Now here we're going to talk about, what CAA means, what people have understood from this Citizenship Amendment Act, and of course the difference between CAA and NRC. Let's try and talk to them and understand why these people have come out in favour of the Citizenship Amendment Act. You're a youngster, you've come out here in favor of the CAA, और मैं यहाँ किसी को सुन रही थी, वो कह रहे थे CAA को NRC बता रहे हैं तो प्रॉब्लम तो होगी. Have you read the Citizenship Amendment Act, and how do you see the difference between NRC and CAA?
Yeah, absolutely. Not only am I a representative of the youth, but I'm also a student of law. And what I have noticed is a lot of discontent among the youth that has arisen out of issues that don't even exist within the act. As we talk about the CAA, the exact act was used by Indira Gandhi to give refuge to Bangladeshi Muslims and Ugandans. The same act is being used by Narendra Modi to give refuge from people coming in Pakistan. The problem arises is when we equate CAB and the NRC. CAB and the NRC are two different legal issues that cannot be equated. Yes, you can look at them from the same glass, but they're issues that cannot be equated altogether. CAB is associated with bringing people in, while NRC is associated with throwing illegals out, irrespective of what gender they are or what religion they follow.
All right, so since you are a law student, I'm sure you've gone through the legalities of CAA as well as NRC, and there's a lot of concern that it targets one specific religious community, or the kind of documents that you have to show in NRC are either it's your parents, or if you don't have any, you're going to be stateless, homeless, which is not true, because the government has come out and clarified it. How do you see the legalities of both the CAA and NRC?
Okay, so the Indian state doesn't discriminate within religions. That is, if the Indian states wants to take in Christians, it will not discriminate them as Protestants or Catholics. It doesn't discriminate Hindus on the basis of which god they follow as Virashivas or whatever slogan. It doesn't discriminate anyone. It doesn't even discriminate Islam on the basis of Shia and Sunnis.
All right, you're also in support of the Citizenship Amendment Act. Why have you come out in support of the CAA?
Certainly, I'm in support of it, and first of all, the most important thing I've come out for it is because there's a heat of propaganda in the environment, right? Well, first of all, people are linking NRC to the CAB or CAA right now, but the very fact is, how can a country run without the register of its own citizens? That is irrespective of any religion, right? And then the CAA, it's basically related to giving citizenships to the minorities of all the neighbors. The very first thing where people were, kind of capricious of the fact that they have to show documents of their ancestors. That has also been cleared last night, or I guess day before yesterday, through a tweet to official sources, that the 1971 clause is only compatible to Assam, not to whole India. You don't have to show your ancestry if you are living here. But the very fact that NRC अभी जो इंडिया में हो रहा है, उसके जो गाइडलाइंस है वो कोर्ट देगा फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. और असम में हुआ है, NRC अभी कहीं नहीं हुआ है. असम अभी इंडिया का अभी तो ड्राफ्ट ही नहीं हुआ है.
In the context of NRC in Assam, there has also been concern that there are as many as 19 lakh people who have not been able to produce the kind of documents that have been required. So what happens to them? What have you understood of what will happen to these people who have not been able to produce their documents?
The very clause in NRC in Assam also says that if someone has served India on humanitarian basis, be it scientist, military person, or doctor and any intellectual person, he or she will be given the citizenship.
Because there are a lot of fake videos, fake news being circulated on social media. How do you differentiate? How do you see, which one's fake, which one's original, and which one to believe and which one not to believe?
So basically, if you really want to, differentiate between what is like original, authentic, or what is a propaganda, you have to go through it. But I will tell you, like, don't share anything like when you see it just on the first go, right? Verify it from 2-3 sources, verify it from the people, and there are many pages on social media sites that do fact checks.
So these are people here supporting the Citizenship Amendment Act. Let's talk to them about why they have come out in their support. Hi, आपका नाम क्या है?
विवेक सिंह।
और आप यहाँ पे आज सपोर्ट में आए हैं सीएए के, क्यों?
बिल्कुल सपोर्ट में आया हूँ क्योंकि एक माइंडसेट बन चुका है कि मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी के अंदर कि ये जो बिल है एक्चुअली ये सीए एक्ट जो एक्चुअली हो चुका है तो वो मुस्लिम के विरोध में है, बट ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है।
सबसे पहली बात तो जो ये है, जो बिल हुआ है बहुत अच्छा हुआ है, बिल्कुल सही हुआ है। ये किसी की नागरिकता लेने के लिए नहीं है, देने के लिए है। दूसरी बात ये कि आप देखो जो दंगे फसाद हो रहे हैं, जो लोग पब्लिक प्रॉपर्टी तोड़ रहे हैं, गवर्नमेंट प्रॉपर्टी तोड़ रहे हैं, उनको सिर्फ समझने की जरूरत है। उन लोगों में से मैम 95% मैं गारंटी देता हूँ उनको डेफिनेशन नहीं पता, फुल फॉर्म तक नहीं पता, बिल की कंडीशन नहीं पता, बिल की डेफिनेशन नहीं पता। और इसमें कंडीशंस ये भी हैं कि आप अगर भारत में रह रहे हो तो 5-6 कंडीशन में आप भारत की नागरिकता ले सकते हो। अगर आपके पास नहीं है, या तो आपका बर्थ हुआ हो, या आपके पेरेंट्स का हुआ हो, या 10-11 साल से रह रहे हो, या भारत में कोई जमीन ऑक्यूपाइड की हो वहाँ आप हो, तो ऑब्वियसली भारत के नागरिक हो जाओगे। तो कहीं ना कहीं जो प्राइमरी चीज़ है वो अवेयरनेस की है, और जो यंगस्टर हैं या जो भी हैं, मेन चीज़ ये है कि उनको ना बहकना नहीं चाहिए।
सीए सबने जो सपोर्ट में आया है उन्होंने सीए पढ़ा है। हाँ, जो प्रोटेस्टर्स का कंसर्न है, एक सेकंड, जो कंसर्न है कि इनके पास डॉक्यूमेंट्स नहीं है, जो एनआरसी के लिए जरूरत है, उसमें व्हाट इज योर?
उसमें जो भी आपने अभी बात की थोड़ी देर पहले, गरीब तबके का आदमी है, जो मजदूर वर्ग है, जिसके पास डॉक्यूमेंटेशन में प्रॉब्लम है, उसमें देखिए 3-4 चीजें हैं। संपत्ति का कागज होना चाहिए आपके पास, वोटर आईडी होना चाहिए, पैन कार्ड होना चाहिए, इवन कोर्ट से प्रमाणित कोई भी डॉक्यूमेंट, कोई भी एनी वन डॉक्यूमेंट विच वॉज वेरीफाइड बाई कोर्ट, द इंडियन कोर्ट, इट इज वैलिड फॉर ऑल, सबके लिए वैलिड होगा। और वो सिंपल सा पेपर है।
जो चीज अभी नोटिफाइड ही नहीं हुई है, जिससे किसी की नागरिकता नहीं ली जा सकती, उल्टा देने की बात हो रही है। जब देश का प्रधानमंत्री, देश का गृह मंत्री बहुत कैंडिडली चैनल टू चैनल प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करके बोल रहे हैं, उसके बाद भी जिन लोगों की पॉलिटिकल रेलेवेंस हिंदू मुस्लिम में घूमती है, वो लोग इस देश के माइनॉरिटीज को इनसिक्योर करने का दुष्प्रयास कर रहे हैं।
आपने पढ़ा है सीए पूरा?
बिल्कुल पढ़ा। सीएए बहुत कैटेगोरिकली कह रहा है कि जो 31 दिसंबर 2014 से पहले आए हुए हिंदू, सिख और जैन, पारसी जो भी हैं, उनको नागरिकता दी जा रही है। इस कानून से इस देश के किसी भी मुस्लिम या गैर मुस्लिम या किसी भी अल्पसंख्यक समुदाय की नागरिकता नहीं जा रही है। और जो लोग एनआरसी को आधार बना के जो लोगों को बरगला रहे हैं, एनआरसी जो असम में हुआ वो असम अकॉर्ड था, और वो उसके अकॉर्डिंगली सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश में एनआरसी किया गया है। और जो असम का एनआरसी है, और अभी एनआरसी की नोटिफिकेशन आनी बाकी है, उसका ड्राफ्टिंग होना बाकी है, अभी तो सिर्फ सिटीजनशिप अमेंडमेंट एक्ट की बात हो रही है।
There is also a concern that CAA and NRC will be merged, and therefore it will be harmful for the citizens of our country, especially a particular religious community. पर आप कह रहे हैं कि वो सिर्फ एक fear psychosis क्रिएट करने की कोशिश है। आपने क्या समझा कि क्या डिफरेंस है दोनों में?
बहुत डिफरेंस है। एनआरसी जरूरी क्यों है? क्योंकि एक तो हमारी पॉपुलेशन 130 करोड़ से ऊपर भाग रही है। आज हम जॉब्स की बात करते हैं, आज हम अपॉर्चुनिटीज की बात करते हैं, आज हम बहुत सारी डेवलपमेंट की बात करते हैं। हम कैसे डेवलप करेंगे?
So a lot of youngsters have also come out in support of the Citizenship Amendment Act here in Delhi, and here I am joined by a youngster who's come out in support of the CAA. Let's talk to him. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Badal Prakash and I am from Ambedkar University. We are here to support the CAA bill, which is definitely helping in the supporting of the government and strengthening the bone of the country, and it will definitely help in the improving of the economy as well, because the people who are coming from outside are disturbing us, and this bill will support the people and the demographic status of the country.
Have you read the CAA?
Yeah. This doesn't discriminate anyone, and the opposition which is talking about breaking up down of the country is totally a fake propaganda, and this will definitely promote the harmony of the country, and no one is discriminating in the bill.
Why do you say that? I mean, what have you read in the bill that made you believe that there is no discrimination against any religious community?
Even the Constitution of India talks about this, that article of the Constitution give the government the citizenship right, that they can decide whomever they can give the citizenship. And government is particularly giving this citizenship according to the minority who is being disturbed in those 3 countries and who is being persecuted in those countries. And this definitely gives them the human rights, and this is not discriminatory on any religion.
And there's also, a talk about the NRC and CAA being merged together. And obviously the government has clarified that these two are separate things and they will not be merged. How have you, understood this?
Government clearly mentioned that CAB and NRC is totally different thing, and government is saying we also support NRC as it will differentiate the infiltrators from the country, and which is being hamper the economy of the country. So those infiltrators will definitely be out of the country, and thus this NRC and CAB will equally promote the strength of the country. We are talking to everyone, and we are always requesting every youth that please understand this and don't fill in the fake propaganda and don't fall in the fake propaganda.
Well, there's a couple here who has come out in support of the CAA. Let's talk to them and understand why they're in support of the Citizenship Amendment Act. Sir, why have you come to this rally today? Why are you participating in the support rally which is there for the Citizenship Amendment Act?
Basically, people are totally vague about the CAA and NRC. And NRC has not implemented till now. But still, some bad element, they are splitting the rumors between the people, and they want to, destroy the humanity in India. So we came here to explain what is basically CAA.
The all-new DD News app, now with exciting new features. Watch DD News live on your mobile phone. Get Twitter messages from DD News, instant breaking news notifications, offline viewing and much more. Get the power of information at your fingertips. Visit the Android Play Store and iOS App Store. Download DD News app now.
Guys, what are your names?
Madhur.
Divya.
And why are you guys here in support of the CAA?
Well, we are seeing a lot of chaos in our country. Everybody is opposing, not everybody basically. Some people are opposing NRC and CAA. Basically, NRC has not even been launched yet, and yet they are opposing it. On the top of that, they are opposing CAA, wherein it's not against Muslim, it's not against any Indian. Now, we have come here to support CAA, to show the entire country that it's not just the Reuters who are, in country who are opposing it. We people, the youth, the students, we are with CAA. We are with NRC because there are people who are spreading myths, who are spreading misinformation that they will have to prove their identity or ancestry from date backing from 1971, which is a myth, which is a lie, and people are propagating it.
First of all, have you read the document, the CAA?
See, I've read the document. It's the matter of extreme pride for our country that we are welcoming home those persecuted minorities in the countries like Pakistan, Afghanistan and Bangladesh who are literally in dismay, and they've been raped and murdered and whatnot has been done on them because of religion. And we are welcoming them with our all hands. And this is the moment where we should realize that it does not affect any citizen of India. It has no connection with Indian citizen, and we should keep it aside from NRC. In the details provided by the government, we clearly see that there is no connection between CAA and NRC. NRC is completely different process, and it's been for Assam right now. They have not told that it will be for the whole country, and CAA does not have any connection with any Muslim in particular or any section of our country.
Right. In the context of NRC, you know, there's a lot of talk about how you have to provide certain documents for NRC. First of all, there's no clarity on what NRC basically is, which is basically is the registration of citizens. But to prove that, you have to provide certain documents. But now there is a talk about, you know, people who are from poor families, who are from illiterate families, who don't have their documents. What about those people? What have you understood of that?
Basically, these people have not even read what is being asked. First, NRC, there's no document, official document, which is going to say that when NRC will be launched in the entire India, there will be these documents required. However, yesterday we see a document which was released by the government, and it clearly said that even an Aadhaar card, a PAN card, a driving license will be accepted. They wouldn't have to prove their ancestry date back from 1971 or 85 or wherever. So this is a complete lie which is being propagated.
Yeah, and it's a very common sense. If you're living in a country, you must be having something to show your identity proof. It's a driving license, it can be anything, Aadhaar card. So it's very simple request or criteria for NRC. I think anybody can fulfill that. So it's completely a lie which has been propagated in the media and in the society. Government is processing this thing, and if people have been left out being a citizen of the country, they'll be look forward to change things in that. So it's not a clear-cut thing that if you have been demeaned from the citizenship, you are out in the country, out from the country. It's not that case. Government is still working on it. We should have faith in the government.
All right, you know, as a young girl, you must have seen a lot of students taking part in protests against the Citizenship Amendment Act. You know, what do you think is the impact of all of this on students in universities across India?
I think the students have been misled completely. They have not read NRC, they have not read CAA, and they have been portrayed into such propaganda. And I want to appeal from the news channels that please do not give your energy into such things, because these things will not help you. You are asset of the country and you should be more progressive. So protesting against any act or bill is okay, but getting into propaganda and doing violence in the country is not right.
So I'm joined here by two visually impaired students. One is from Jamia and one is from Delhi University. Let's talk to them. आप यहाँ पे आज सपोर्ट में आए हैं CAA के, क्यों सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं इसे?
मैम, ये देश के लिए ये कानून किसी की नागरिकता छीनता नहीं है। जो धार्मिक रूप से पाकिस्तान, बांग्लादेश, अफगानिस्तान में पीड़ित और शोषित लोग हैं, उन्हें नागरिकता देने के लिए, इसलिए भारत के लोगों को घबराने की कोई जरूरत नहीं जो बेवजह लोगों को बरगला रहे हैं।
शोषित और दलित सिख, ईसाई, बौद्ध, जैन या फिर हिंदू, उन सभी शोषित पीड़ित जो है उनको यह सहयोग प्रदान करने के लिए दी गई है।
घुसपैठियों को नागरिकता नहीं देगा, बाकी ये सबको देगा। इसलिए जो है इस देश में लोग इकट्ठा हो रहे हैं और आगाजनी कर रहे हैं, हिंसा फैला रहे हैं।
और इसके लिए ये भी कहा जा रहा है कि अपने भारतीय नागरिकों के लिए भी ये इफेक्ट करेगा। आपने पढ़ा है, समझा है, क्या समझा इसको?
उनके लिए है जो अवैध रूप से भारत में रह रहे हैं और जिन्होंने फर्जी वोटर कार्ड, ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस वगैरह बना रखे।
All right, we also have another youngster who's in support of the CAA. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Rishabh Malhotra. I'm an advocate by profession.
Rishabh, why are you supporting CAA today?
I'm supporting this CAA because it seeks to correct a historical wrong. It seeks to correct it seeks to give justice to the people, to the Hindus, to the Sikhs, to the minorities in our theocratic neighbors who could not migrate here. And after implementation of this bill, those people can migrate here, and already those people who are already living here, those migrants who are already living there for the past 5 years will be able to get citizenship. And I would also like to say that I am one of those people. I belong to one of those families who migrated here at the time of partition, and I've been told by my grandparents, they still narrate me the stories, and they still shed tears that how they were persecuted and how they were subject to the cruelty. And I'll also like to narrate one incident. My Par Nana ji, he was a member of jury in Multan. He got a message through his sources that he could be murdered on the night. So वो नंगे पाँव अपनी फैमिली के साथ यहाँ आ गए थे ट्रेन पकड़ के। ट्रेन में भी उनको बहुत मारा गया था, पीटा गया था। मेरी नाना जी की सिस्टर उनके हाथ पे आज भी बहुत बड़ा कट है, जिनको मैं देखता हूँ तो आज भी रो पड़ता हूँ। और उनकी चुन्नी खींची गई थी, उनके कपड़े भी फाड़े गए थे। मेरे नाना जी सारा का सारा अपना गोल्ड, अपनी पूरा का पूरा घर, अपनी पूरी बिलोंगिंग्स, सारी वेल्थ अपनी वहीं छोड़कर आ गए थे। और मेरे नाना जी उस टाइम पे सिर्फ 3 साल के थे, वो मुझे ये भी बताते हैं।
So, you know, these are the kind of atrocities that the government talks about when it says that it will give citizenship to minorities in these 3 countries who have faced religious persecution. But, you know, you're a lawyer and I'm sure you've gone through the Citizenship Amendment Act. What have you understood? What are the basic highlights of it and what is the difference between CAA and NRC?
See, NRC is to drive out the illegal immigrants out of our country who have, see, the government is not talking about NRC right now. It is nowhere on the table. The government is not planning it to implement it right now, or neither they are thinking to talk about it right now. Now coming back to CAA, those people who migrated to India before 31st December 2014 will get citizenship. Other people, especially Hindus, Buddhists, Sikhs, and minorities and our theocratic neighbors, they will get citizenship after they complete 5 years in India.
मैंने यही समझा है कि इसमें कुछ भी गलत नहीं है। ये सिर्फ धार्मिक रूप से प्रताड़ित हमारे अल्पसंख्यक भाई बहन जो 3 इस्लामिक रिपब्लिक के अंदर हैं, 6 कम्युनिटीज हैं, 6 रिलीजन हैं, उन्हें यहाँ पे नागरिकता दी जाएगी। मुझे पता नहीं क्यों इसका विरोध किया जा रहा है, इससे भारतीय नागरिकों को कोई लेना देना नहीं है।
मैंने भी आपको बताया कि वो सिर्फ असम का पैक्ट था, असम की टेरिटरी बचाने के लिए है, और गवर्नमेंट हमारी पास गवर्नमेंट के पास हमारे रिकॉर्ड्स हैं एंड वो हमारी सिटीजनशिप प्रूफ कर देगी। यहाँ पे किसी को निकाला नहीं जाएगा। ये भारत है, हम बुला रहे हैं लोगों को दूसरे देश से, हम निकालेंगे नहीं। We are proud to be an Indian.
Well, these people here at Delhi's Connaught Place have come out in support of the Citizenship Amendment Act and NRC, and they are busting the myths and fake news that are surrounding this concept, the propaganda that is being spread on social media and elsewhere. And here we have talked to youngsters who are in support of this Citizenship Amendment Act, and they are ready to take the future ahead for India. Well, this is it in Y Factor. You can send us your feedback at yfactorddnews@gmail.com, or you can follow us on Twitter at yfactorddnews. That's it from me.